As we know, celebrity breakups can get really nasty, but celebrity friendship breakups can be just as messy. And if you didn't think so, this list definitely proves it. I'm Mackenzie, and let's get into the top 10 celebrity BFFs that are now enemies. But first, make sure to subscribe if you're new here. In at number 10, Rihanna and Katy Perry. Rihanna and Katy Perry used to be the best of friends and were constantly seen out together. But that all changed when men got involved. Apparently, the long friendship ended after Rihanna decided to get back with Chris Brown, who had left her with bruises on her face. I'm sure you all know the story. And of course, an incident like that would worry any good friend. After Rihanna decided to get back with him, Perry told Marie Claire, quote, "I didn't reach out to her after the incident." But Katy is not the only one that threw some shade. After Katy got flack for dating John Mayer after her divorce, Rihanna commented on that relationship, telling the Observer, quote, "Katy Perry can date anyone she wants. I could never give relationship advice to anybody." Clearly, the subtext of that is her dating Chris Brown. But that's not all. It seems that Katy might have tried to mend things when she said Rihanna is one of her dream American Idol judges. But Rihanna savagely responded to that, saying, quote, "I don't know, depends how bored I am." And yikes, if that isn't shady, I do not know what is. In at number 9, Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton. These two were huge stars back in the day, starring together in the hit reality show The Simple Life, because they had been best friends since childhood. But the relationship eventually fizzled out. Richie claims they just grew apart, but Hilton blamed the tension on Richie, claiming that the relationship fell apart because Nicole did something bad. Paris said, quote, "Nicole knows what she did, and that's all I'm ever gonna say about it." The two ended up reconciling enough to film the last season of The Simple Life, but after that they didn't talk again for years. In 2014, Richie revealed that she hadn't talked to Paris in years, but apparently they reconciled in 2018 and have been friendly since. In at number 8, Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez. These two were friends ever since they started acting as children on Barney and Friends. They became even closer when they both turned into Disney Channel stars as teenagers. But over the years, the relationship between the two of them seems to be getting worse. The jealousy started when Selena started hanging out with other celebrities like Taylor Swift. This then led to the friends unfollowing and refollowing each other countless times over the years on social media. Once after Demi unfollowed Selena, she tweeted out, quote, "Swimming away from the BS. Bye, bitch." It seems that over the years, Selena has tried to support Demi and become cordial with her, but Demi never reciprocates. A few years ago, a Finsta belonging to Demi was found that bashed Selena on multiple occasions. But apparently that turned out to be fake. We don't really know exactly what happened between these two, but they are definitely not friends at this moment. And at number 7, Heidi Montag and Lauren Conrad. Heidi and Lauren were stars on the MTV reality show The Hills, but their friendship ended very publicly after Perez Hilton broke a nasty story. Apparently, Heidi Montag and boyfriend Spencer Pratt spread a rumor that Lauren Conrad had made an intimate tape with her boyfriend Jason Whaler. After hearing the rumor spread, Conrad responded saying, quote, "We did not make a tape. Jason and I are both shocked and hurt that people would say such horrible things about us. I can't believe that somebody would go to such great lengths to try and damage my reputation." After all that, Lauren didn't want to see Heidi or Spencer, but they were contractually obligated to film the 3rd season of the show. This caused the now infamous confrontation that was caught on camera. In March of 2016, Montag tried to reconnect, but it didn't work out. And she said, quote, "We're not friends. It's kind of awkward." And at number 6, Drake Bell and Josh Peck. These two were best friends on and off screen when they acted alongside each other on The Amanda Show, which led to them getting their own hit show, Drake and Josh. The duo seemed to remain friends after their childhood stardom, but things went sour when Josh Peck got married. After Josh posted a picture of his wedding in 2017, Bell called him out for not inviting him. Bell tweeted, quote, "True colors have come out today. Message is loud and clear. Ties are officially cut. I'll miss you, brother." And in case you weren't sure if he was tweeting about the wedding, he also tweeted out that when you aren't invited to the wedding, the message is clear. After the story went viral, Josh responded that he was deeply hurt by Bell's tweets, but he also clarified that the two hadn't been friends for years. Halfway at number 5, Gwyneth Paltrow and Winona Ryder. These two were the best of friends in the 90s. They even lived together for many years and went on tons of double dates while the two of them were dating BFFs Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. But it all ended when a movie role came between the two of them. When Ryder was auditioning for Shakespeare in Love, Paltrow took the script that was at their house and auditioned for the part as well. Paltrow ended up getting the part and even ended up winning Best Actress at the Oscars for the role. But it seems that their feud isn't even close to over. Many years later, when Ryder was caught shoplifting, Paltrow posted a shady statement to her blog, writing, quote, "Back in the day, I had a frenemy who was pretty hell-bent on taking me down. I restrained myself from fighting back. I tried to take the high road, but one day I heard that something unfortunate and humiliating humiliating had happened to this person. And my reaction was deep relief and happiness. And that's just crazy to me because if the story played out like I just reported, then I'm not sure why Gwyneth Paltrow would be the one that was mad, considering she stole the role from Winona, but I mean, maybe more happened than we know. In at number 4, Kim Cattrall and Sarah Jessica Parker. Sex and the City is one of the greatest shows ever, in my opinion. And one of the reasons why it's so great was because of the bond between the women. They seemed like such good friends on screen, and we all assumed that they were besties in real life too, which a lot of the ladies claimed was the case in interviews while they were filming. But many years after the series ended and Kim Cattrall refused to do a third movie, the real story seemed to come out. After the tragic death of Cattrall's brother, Parker wrote a short message of condolence to her former co-star, but Cattrall responded with anger, writing, quote, "Your continuous reaching out is a painful reminder of how cruel you really were then and now. Let me make this very clear. You are not my friend. So I'm writing to tell you one last time to stop exploiting our tragedy in order to restore your nice girl persona." Since then, Cattrall has been open that she was never friends with her castmates. In at number 3, Jay-Z and Kanye West. These two rappers are some of the most successful ever, which helped them form a close bond. But their falling out was so nasty it made headlines pretty much everywhere. It all started when Kanye was performing at a concert and he went off on a rant against Jay-Z, where he was calling him out for abandoning his family after Kim's Paris robbery. At one point, Kanye said, quote, "Don't call me after the robbery and say how you feeling. You want to know how I'm feeling? Come by the house. Bring the kids by the house like we're brothers. Let's sit down." Jay-Z responded to the rant on his album 444, where he rapped that Kanye needed to stop his F everybody attitude and look in the mirror because the problem isn't other people but Kanye himself. In at number 2, Seth Rogen and James Franco. Seth Rogen and James Franco have collaborated on countless movies together, and they've been friends and collaborators since the beginning of their careers. However, Seth Rogen recently stated that he's no longer planning to collaborate with James Franco after multiple accusations of misconduct against women on the set of his movies. These allegations started in 2018 when multiple women came forward. Rogen continued working with him after that, but he said he's now changed his mind. When Rogen was asked about his friendship with Franco, he didn't really give a straight answer, but said, quote, "I don't know if I can define that right now." During this interview, I can say that, it's changed many things in our relationship and our dynamic. And wow, thankfully he did the right thing there, but I'm sure that must have been really hard. And finally, number 1, Kylie Jenner and Jordan Woods. I'm sure you all know how this one went down. Kylie and Jordan were besties since childhood, and they grew up doing practically everything together. They even lived together as adults. And Jordan starred in Kylie's reality series, Life of Kylie. Their relationship even gave Jordan employment opportunities with the family, including modeling opportunities with Khloe's clothing line. But that all changed after Jordan hooked up with Tristan Thompson, Khloe's baby daddy and boyfriend at the time. The whole thing was an absolute mess, and as a result, Jordan was cut from the family, including her friendship with Kylie ending. Jordan ended up going on Red Table Talk and claiming that the interaction she had with Tristan was small, but Khloe called her out on Twitter as a liar and claimed that it was much more. As of now, the relationship is still very tense. So that's all for the list, guys. Please let me know your thoughts below. Also, have you ever rekindled a relationship or friendship after a long time of not talking? For me, I don't think I have. I'm one of those people, like, once you're cut from my life, like, it's kind of over. I don't really go back to my friends or even like relationships. But let me know below. Now I'm going to shout out some comments from my marathon on Khloe Kardashian. Sarah Davis said, "I think the Kardashians need to stop with their big egos and pay attention to their kids so they don't end up in so much controversy." I feel like as they have grown older and had all these kids, they have been in less controversy, and I feel like as they end their show and hopefully become less famous or fame hungry, hopefully that's all they'll focus on, is just raising their kids and being normal. Hot Choco said, "Wait, so if Larsa Pippen was dealing with Tristan, but then Khloe was introduced and swooped in on him, wouldn't that mean that he was cheating on his pregnant girlfriend at the time with both of them? Why has no one brought that up? Because that makes so much sense that, yeah, like if he was cheating with Khloe, then he would have been cheating with Larsa. Although I don't think him and Larsa did anything physical. Like, I didn't get the sense that they were necessarily dating. But yeah, wow. So he's cheating on everybody. This man, like, watch out for him." Then Charlotte said, "Coco used to be my favorite. Now she's known as the mean one." Same. She used to be my absolute favorite. She used to be the realest one. Now it's like she's the fakest one. It's really, really sad to see. Alright guys, that's all for the video today. Thank you so much for sticking around if you made it all the way here. If you liked the video and want to see some more, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith. Make sure to check us out on social media, and I will catch you all in the next one.